This week for a group of people, one of them almost turning deadly. Tonight, those hikers are speaking out about their experience and their rescue. 23 ABC's Emma Lockhart joins us now with more. Emma?
Jess, I sat down with the family who got lost on a hiking trail in the Sequoia National Forest this week and learned how one wrong turn nearly cost them their lives.
There'll be a moment where she'll say, "You know what, Dave, just go out, just go without me. Just leave me." I says, I'm not going to leave you. We're just going to be here together and we'll just die together.
What started as a normal hiking day quickly turned into a nightmare for one local family. They started the Seven Teacups Trail north of Kernville at 2 in the afternoon Sunday, but on their way back, they took the wrong trail and got lost.
And eventually, the trail disappears. So I says, oh my God, it's dark. We have our cell phones, and I'm sitting here saying, you know what, we need to try to call 911. So we did make that attempt, but it kept saying, it just kept beeping and beeping and beeping that 911's not going through, not going through.
By 10 o'clock at night, their phones were dead and they had no light.
So we continued to still hike in the dark because I woke up and I said, you know what, we should start hiking now because if it gets sunlight, we're gonna die in that heat.
By 9 a.m. the next morning, Kevin Fretwell, who was a diabetic, had no insulin with him and started to get extremely sick.
And I heard my brother said he seen his eyes roll to the back of his head. So, and then he had told us that he couldn't make it no more.
I said, you know what, then maybe we should just all stay here until help arrives. And then finally, like a few minutes later, I says, you know what, I'm sitting here thinking, they ain't gonna find us up here. We're just gonna all die here. I says.
That is when Patricia Berry and her brother David Clark made a difficult decision.
I said, Patty, I know you don't wanna do this and I don't wanna leave my niece, but somebody's gotta stay with him. He's unresponsive.
Patricia left her daughter Tara and their friend Kevin and went on to get help that Monday morning.
At first I was like having a panic attack because I was missing my mom and wanting to go home and wanting food and all.
My sister, she would pass out on the ground on her back and her mouth would be open and I could see like white stuff and sores on her lips or something like that. And they're just like cracked and I'm sitting there yelling, Pat, where you at? Where you at?
After almost 24 hours of being lost, Patricia and David were desperate. But the thought of Tara and Kevin is what pushed them.
My daughter, family, and his friend. I didn't want us to all die.
8 hours later, they made it out and back to their car. Tulare County Sheriff's Office Search and Rescue started searching Tuesday night.
Chopper went looking for them that night but couldn't find them, and I guess they went on foot and found them like at between 3 and 4 in the morning.
By Tuesday morning, Tara was reunited with her mother.
I went running to the Ranger truck to give her a hug. I'm like, oh my Tara. I was like, oh Tara. I was relieved.
Kevin was unconscious and they airlifted him to a hospital in Visalia.
We didn't think he was gonna make it. His whole body was cold. They had to put warmers on his head, all over his body.
But Kevin stabilized and was released from the hospital Friday. For David, Tara, and Patricia, they still are recovering mentally from the experience.
The Tulare County Sheriff's Office says that if you do plan to go on the Seven Teacups hike or other trails in that area, that you should do plenty of research and bring plenty of food and water. Jess, back to you.